Iris. I heard from a mutual acquaintance that you were getting married. Is that true? To think that you would get married before I did. I'm so jealous.
What? Oh, is this Mara?
Yep. We haven't seen each other since we graduated university, right? Long time no see. I know we weren't that close back in university, but we were kind of friends, right?
Oh, yeah. Long time no see, I guess, Mara. How are you doing?
Fine, I guess. Hey, you got married, right?
Yep, I got married 3 years ago with a senior from university, and 1 year ago we had our first child. Why are you asking?
You see, I only happened to hear about it when a mutual acquaintance of ours told me about it recently. Why didn't you call me to the wedding? That's so cold of you.
Sorry, but it's not like we left you out or anything. We just didn't have a wedding ceremony in the first place. We had a photo wedding and took some pictures of us in our wedding attire. Back then, Corona was still a major thing, so we decided that it wasn't a good idea to host a large wedding ceremony and invite lots of people. I told everyone I know about the wedding through Instagram and text or stuff.
Oh, is that so? Well, I didn't contact you to complain about not being invited to a wedding. I called because I was so surprised that you were able to get married to him. I never expected him to be able to do it.
Huh? What do you mean you never expected him to be able to do it? Do you even know who my husband is?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. He told me he would be asking you out, but I wasn't sure whether you would actually say yes or not. He's a friend of a friend, and I only found out that you two were still together recently. Seriously, I was so surprised when I found out you married him.
And why exactly are you so surprised? I don't think there's anything to be surprised about, honestly.
Well, I only wanted to make sure that he was really your husband now.
What do you mean by that?
You'll find out soon enough. I said what I came to say, so bye. Oh, there's a chance that I'm going to contact you soon about something, but now's not the time. You'll find out soon enough.
What in the world are you talking about? Are you planning on doing something strange?
Nothing important. Ignore what I said. Bye.
Okay. Bye, I guess.
Iris, there's something I need to tell you.
Oh, hi, Nico. What is it?
Did you hear what happened?
Yep, I heard. I just got word from the lawyer I hired to put a restraining order on him at the time.
I see. I was told about it by one of my friends from university, but to think that she would do something like this. That Mara.
Yep. I was quite surprised when I heard about it, too. I had no idea this was happening.
Tell me about it. I think this is what they call karma.
I don't know. There are a lot of things going on in my mind, but some of the things I want to say to her are just too rude to be spoken aloud, so I think I'll keep my mouth shut for now and wait a bit longer.
Yep. I think that's a good idea as well. Let's just wait for now.
Hello, Iris. Hey, who do you think I'm currently going out with, LOL? I'll give you a hint. It's someone you know very well.
Huh? Is this Mara again? What in the world are you talking about?
I said, guess who I'm going out with currently?
I don't know. I'm not an expert on your interpersonal relationships, so I can't really guess even if you ask me to.
Well, I guess what you're saying is true. Even back in university, we were in the same club, but we always hung out with different groups of people. I guess we weren't ever that close, LOL.
So, who are you going out with currently?
Oh, so you're going to ask me? At least try to make a guess first.
Sorry, but I literally have no idea who it could be.
Seriously, you're no fun. Are you sure you want me to give you the answer already?
I know you said it was someone I know. I mean, I guess it's no use asking me if it wasn't, but I have no idea who this person you want me to guess so badly is.
Fine, I'll tell you, LOL. The correct answer is your husband.
What? My husband?
To tell you the truth, we've actually been dating for 4 months now.
Huh? What you're saying doesn't make any sense.
You see, we used to go out back in university. But when I heard that he had married you, I couldn't just stand by because I knew he deserved a better woman than you. I knew you'd probably get mad, but I decided to steal him from you. That's not all, though. We even got pregnant. I'm currently pregnant with your husband's child. And I'm going to make him take responsibility, all right?
What do you mean you're going to make him take responsibility?
I mean that I'm going to make him divorce you and marry me instead. Isn't it obvious? We have a baby now, so it's only natural, don't you think?
Can I say something?
What is it? Are you going to deny it or something, LOL? It's no use. My baby is concrete proof that we were together.
You said that you've been going out with him for 4 months now, right? But my husband cheating on me with you at that time is physically impossible, I'm afraid.
Huh? What do you mean, physically impossible? But just last week we made love to each other several times. Oh, I get it, LOL. You don't want to break up with him, so you don't want to admit that he cheated on you, right? I mean, I get what you're feeling. I mean, he's such an amazing guy that you wouldn't want to let go of him even if he cheated once or twice, right? But you've got to understand, Iris. Now that I'm pregnant with his child, I have no choice but to make him take responsibility for this. If you don't get divorced from your husband soon, your child might get into some trouble. Not that I'm implying anything, LOL.
Huh? Are you threatening my child right now? Because I'm not going to take things like that lightly.
Calm down, Iris. I didn't mean anything like that. But it's true that he has to take responsibility for my child as the father, don't you think?
Hold on just a moment.
What is it? Are you seriously not going to give up, LOL? Your husband cheated on you, and I'm now pregnant with his baby. Deal with it.
Yeah, but what you're saying doesn't make any sense because my husband and I were abroad until just last month.
What? Why are you abroad? But that's impossible. I've been meeting your husband constantly these past few months. I'm sure of it.
You must have mistaken a different man for my husband. Because the two of us were abroad for about a year due to work. Meaning that it isn't possible for you to have started going out with him 4 months ago.
What are you talking about? I can't be mistaken about your husband.
That reminds me. You never asked me my husband's name when you first contacted me about it, right? You only called him.
Now that I think about it, I guess I never did ask you his name.
My husband's name is Nico Ricci. Is he the guy you've been going out with?
No.
We went to the same university. He was a year older and from a different department. I heard that he went out with you for a while during your first year, but he broke up with you in just a month since he found out you were cheating on him.
What? That guy? Nico Ricci.
The two of us have been going out together since my second year of university and eventually got married.
Hold on! You're not making any sense. But isn't the guy that was your boyfriend and eventually became your husband Nello and not Nico?
What? Nello?
He's my ex-boyfriend, who used to go to the same department as me back in university. We broke up when we were in our second year because there were other people we wanted to go out with. After we broke up, I heard rumors that Nello started going out with you, so that's why I thought he was your husband.
Mara, what you're saying is wrong.
What? But I heard from everyone else that it was Nello.
I want you to stay calm right now. Nello wasn't my boyfriend. He was just stalking me for a while.
Huh? A stalker?
Yep. He confessed his feelings to me probably right after you two broke up. But I had literally just started going out with Nico, so I had no choice but to decline his offer. The day after that, he started stalking me, and I think he's the one who made up the rumor that he was going out with me as well. Did you know that Nello left university without graduating in his 3rd year?
Huh? I never knew anything about that.
I placed a restraining order on him since what he was doing was just going too far, and he was also forced to leave the school.
Seriously? I did think that I no longer saw him around campus around the same time, but I never knew he was expelled.
Not only that, you'll probably be shocked at what I have to say, but I'm currently at Nello's funeral.
What? What happened to him? But I just met him a week ago and he was fine.
A few days earlier, he was caught in a traffic accident and passed away in the hospital, apparently. I didn't go to visit his grave, but yesterday was his wake, and today is his funeral. I was told about it by a friend from university.
What? What are you saying right now? Nello's dead? But he can't have passed away a few days ago because I just met him yesterday.
What?
Not only that, but I video chatted with him just this morning. What do you mean it's Nello's funeral? That's impossible!
I think that person isn't Nello, but Nello's twin brother.
What? Nello has a twin brother? This is the first time I've heard about this.
Apparently, the two of them were separated at birth by their family and raised in 2 different households. The 2 of them grew up not knowing that they had a twin sibling, and were only told about it after their 1st year of university.
What? Is this a dream or what happens next?
What I'm going to tell you now is just what I think happened based on the circumstances. So you'll have to do a bit of investigation on your own if you really want to find out.
What is it? Is it something serious?
Apparently, Nello's twin brother was the kind of person who would pretend to be Nello, so he could trick other girls into being with him. I don't know what was so attractive about Nello in the first place, but who knows? Apparently he was.
What? He would trick other girls into thinking he was Nello? So he might have tricked me as well back in university.
Who knows? Maybe he did. He went to a different university as us, but it's not like he lived far away, so it's possible. Anyways, it seems he's married now. My guess is that he's pretending to be Nello so that no one would find out that he was cheating on his wife.
Really? To think that I was being fooled all this time!
Like I said, what I'm saying is just what I think is going on based on the circumstances. Well, I guess it's a certainty now. Since you said yourself that you met Nello yesterday, even though Nello died a few days earlier. It's the only explanation. There's no way you could have met Nello yesterday. Unless Nello's twin brother was actually the one who died, but that seems highly unlikely. I feel bad for Nello. Kind of. He did used to stalk me, but at least he wasn't evil like his brother.
But there's no way! He told me that he was Nello, and I never suspected him! Don't you think I would have noticed it after all I used to date Nello back in university?
I don't know, but it's the only explanation. He must have fooled you.
But... Hi, Iris. What you said yesterday was true, apparently. I contacted him after yesterday's conversation and confronted him about actually being Nello's twin brother. And he confessed. He told me he would never be seeing me again, then blocked me. What am I going to do about his baby?
I see. That's unfortunate.
This is all your fault!
What? How is this my fault?
It's your fault for not telling me you got married! If I had known he wasn't actually your husband, I would never have gotten pregnant with his child!
So you're saying that you only went out with him so you could steal him from me? Because for some reason you thought he was my husband.
Yes! It's all your fault, Iris!
How could you blame me for your mess? I never told you to steal my husband in the first place.
But it's true that if I had known this wouldn't have happened.
Wait, hold on. So you heard from someone that I got married, but didn't bother to ask them who my husband was?
Ugh, but I thought it was Nello. After all, you two used to go out back in university.
No, we didn't go out. And even if we did, that doesn't automatically make him my husband. That stuff happened years ago. And besides, I told you that my husband was a senior from the same university, right?
What? You said that? I didn't notice.
Nello was the same age as us, so there's no way it could have been him. I don't know how you just overlook something like this, but okay.
You really said he was a senior?
Why don't you go and check the chat history? I know you'll find it. Anyways, while it's true that this isn't all your fault, you were tricked by Nello's brother into thinking he was Nello and abandoned after you got pregnant with his baby, after all. But it's your fault too for deciding to steal my husband without even stopping to make sure who my husband actually was. Not to mention the fact that trying to steal someone's husband is a deplorable act in the first place. This is your fault, Mara. You put yourself into this mess.
But even if you say that now...
Let me just tell it to you straight. You probably contacted me because you wanted me to help you in some way, right? But I'm sorry, I'm not going to help you. Actually, I'm not sorry. You deserve this for trying to steal another woman's husband.
But...
I know you got the wrong guy, and it's not like anything actually happened to me. But I have no intention of helping a scumbag who boasts about stealing someone else's husband. Besides, you just thought that I was involved in your mess, but it was all your misunderstanding, so...
But what am I going to do now? I barely make enough money to get by when all I have to provide for is myself. I don't have any savings either. I have the feeling Nello's wife is going to find out and make me pay an alimony as well. Well, not Nello's wife, but please, Iris, just give me some money.
What made you think you could rely on me? The person you just boasted to about stealing their husband. You're delusional, Mara. Don't contact me or my family ever again. Goodbye.
Iris, answer the phone! You don't need to give me money anymore, so just give me your husband instead. Your husband is an employee at that foreign firm, right? So he must make a lot of money. Give me your husband. You see, unfortunately, I was right when I said Nello's brother's wife would find out and she would make me pay an alimony. I need the money to pay for it, so just give me your husband. He can pay for it instead of me, and he can provide for me and the baby after that. Why won't you answer me, Iris?
Hey, Iris, are you all right?
What? Well, I guess I'm fine physically. Why? Is something the matter?
Apparently there was an incident at the Rome headquarters where a crazy pregnant woman barged into the office screaming our names and telling us to come out. I was worried she might have done something to you, so I contacted you to make sure you were okay.
What? A crazy pregnant woman? I think that's Mara.
Apparently she was screaming something about how she wanted you to divorce me and how I needed to marry her instead. She was taken care of by the police, so it's fine now though.
Yep, that's Mara.
Yeah, it was her.
I see. She did give me these crazy texts telling me to divorce you and give you to her instead, actually.
What? She told you about this?
Well, she didn't say she would be barging into your company headquarters. But apparently Mello's wife, meaning Nello's brother's wife, found out about her husband's relationship with Mara. And now Mara has to pay her an alimony. She said something about how you must make a lot of money since you're an employee at a foreign firm. So she would marry you and make you pay for the alimony, and also provide for her and the baby, I guess. It was so crazy, I thought it was best not to reply.
Oh, my back just went cold for a second. Jesus, she may actually be clinically insane. She was always a bit hard to understand, but it seems like she's finally lost it.
That's what I thought when I saw those texts as well. She really thought I would help her when she told me that she stole my husband. Honestly, that woman thinks the world revolves around her or something.
Yup, it's why I broke up with her after only a month. I'm currently in Italy, but thankfully I was made to work somewhere far from Rome for a while.
Yeah, that was lucky. Who knows what she might have done to you if you were at the company headquarters.
Well, nothing happened to us, so I guess there's nothing to worry about now.
Thank you for worrying about me. Thankfully, she didn't know where we lived, or who knows what she might have done. She would probably have gone directly here instead of your company headquarters.
Yeah, it makes me scared thinking about it, but I'll be home soon.
Yep. Take care on your way home. I think a brief overview of me and Mara's life leading up to this incident is needed. Mara and I went to the same university, K University, and we met at the school's volunteer club. The two of us were never that close, as I already mentioned. So at first I found it strange why she seemed to be so interested in my marriage with Nico. I had heard from Nico that he had dated Mara for just a month, but that wasn't enough of an explanation. But when I found out that Mara apparently thought that Nello was my husband, everything made sense. You see, Mara will tell you that the two of them broke up because they both found other people they wanted to date. But the truth is, it was more like Nello dumping Mara because he wanted to go out with me instead. I kind of feel bad for Nello since me and Nico had just started going out, and he had no way of knowing that I already had a boyfriend. Mara, on the other hand, took this breakup poorly, and from then on she started purposefully treating me like shit, when until then we had more or less gotten along. A year later, we all graduated university and went our different paths, and me and Nico got married 3 years after that. During this time, Mara was unable to find a husband, let alone a boyfriend. So on the day she found out that I got married, she must have been more jealous. I only heard about what happened to Mara after that from other people. But apparently Mello, Nello's twin brother, was married to the daughter of the CEO of a large company. It seems that this was the biggest factor that decided Mara's fate. First off, the baby Mara gave birth to was taken from her by Mello's wife and was given up for adoption. It seems Mara herself didn't want the baby, so there were no complications regarding this. Based on your perspective, it could have looked like Mara was being thrown a life-saving boat. But in truth, this was the start of a frightening future. Mello's wife was furious and used all the resources at her disposal as the CEO's daughter to get her revenge on the two. It seems that she sent both Mara and Mello to a company overseas so that they could pay for the massive alimony that she was asking them to pay. Honestly, this doesn't make any sense, since both Mara and Mello had jobs that certainly paid more than a job at an overseas company. But I guess that's the power of a CEO's daughter for you. She surely threatened them or something. Also, Mara's parents cut ties with her also after they found out that she had laid her hands on a married man. Mara, with no connections, left her hometown in Italy, was taken to the airport one day by a black van. Where she is and what she's doing right now, nobody knows.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.